Hello there everyone and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program Better Than Starting Manned. After our slightly disastrous start on Contractual Obligations 2. Oh gosh, look at all that garbage from Eve Explorer Probe 2. I'll have to clean that up off camera. Let's see if the rest of this mission can go maybe just a teensy bit better than that one, than the part 1 went. So, let's start by delivering our first payload. Contract is complete. That's covered the cost of the flight. Decouple that. And we will get our RCS on and go pull away at just a little. Ooh, that could be a little problem. That tank there. Okay. Well, we're more or less loose. We are now on the whims of our battery packs. So let's see what we can do about actually getting to the moon. Alright. Let's see, we're not at the right time. Okay, so let's just start moving around until we intersect a lunar orbit. Hey, there we are, look at that. Not even necessary to do any major tweaks. In fact, we could even take a little bit of power out of that. That should do it. I mean, we don't have to be in close orbit. In fact, I'd prefer to have these payloads nice and far away. Okay. There we go. We've got 21 minutes until departure. And it's going to be it's usually about a 4-minute burn. Of course, this is a tiny little ship, so it might not be quite that long. Alright, well let's, in 21 minutes, I'll just do a quick save right here, because we got our marks in place. This is in a crazy eccentric orbit. I'm not proud of the orbit this thing is stuck into. 12 minutes to go, 11, 10. So we'll burn at T-2? T-2 should do, huh? Alright, we'll go activate engine. And we will go full throttle. Okay, a little soon. We'll go at T-1 minute then. T-minus 45. No, wait. 1 minute and 15. 1:15, yeah. Here we go. So now all we need is for the fuel to hold out, and all will be well with the world. We can hope. We can definitely hope. I mean, it's a tiny payload. It's a tiny payload, and the ship is very light. There should be more than enough fuel for the job here. So we just have to be in a stable orbit. We don't even have to be in a good orbit. In fact, I don't want to be in a good orbit. I want to be in a very nice high orbit. Alright. Yeah. So please do let me know, as we were discussing in the previous episode, I really do want to hear your thoughts on what science I critically will need to accomplish a landing mission, a return mission from Duna. So, because inquiring minds want to know what we need, what we're missing, you know, all that important stuff. Okay, 50 seconds to go on the burn. Our marker looks good. Getting it out further and further. Now, we'll have to see if I'm going to do it with a goo first. I think I'm going to do the goo. Doing just a goo mission to Duna seems insane. I think I'm going to have to do the goo and the landing mission as one. Which is going to require a little bit more care and creativity with the lander design as well, because I need to make sure I can get the goo back physically. I got some ideas on that front, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh crap! What happened? What happened? I think I've got just a little further to go. Do I? What happened? Okay, I must have. You know what? This is an overshoot, isn't it? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It doesn't have to be. Actually, I think that's where I wanted it. I don't know. Good enough. Good enough. No, nothing critical to take care of. Just need to time warp us there. So that is 6 hours away. Good. I did overestimate how much battery I was going to need on this. But that's okay. Here we go. I grossly overestimated the battery requirements. I thought I was going to... I for some reason was thinking in days when I should have been thinking in hours. I really only needed the one battery pack. Oh well. I had the payload to spare, at least for this part. Funny enough, I probably could have gotten away with a smaller battery pack. Alright, so the test... Where is it? We are on a lunar escape trajectory, so here we go. Tested. That was easy. Okay, last but not least, a burn to orbit. Just get it down to a nice rounded, high. Yep, no, that's the best place to burn, is right about there. Okay, that's a 28-second burn to finish this thing up. Almost wasn't necessary to do the this is a separate episode, but we're going to have a really close look at our science and what science is available, because I'm going to have to do some missions. That's part of what's coming up here. Is there's going to be some pretty significant missions coming up soon, and we need to figure out what we're going to need, what will be the most efficient ways to get some science for our future needs. There we go. So T-minus 15 should do it. 2, 1, 40 seconds, and full throttle to the engines. And in just a second, these should be in lunar orbit and happy with the circumstance. Alright, we are now in lunar orbit. Condition has been met for the payload delivery. And kill it. Kill that. And last but not least, deliver. And deliver. Done and done. 33,000 from that one. Man, that is so not worth it, Rokia. But 100,000 for that one. Slightly more worth it. Still iffy for the launch fees if it hadn't been for that big one, but there we go. All right. This thing will take care of itself. That's the end of contractual obligations too. A whole 10 minutes into the episode. I guess if we were really bored, we could try and do that bombing mission we've got as well. Because, you know, bombing missions go so well. Let's have a look at what we got for contracts now. I have a whole bunch of testing, turbojet. Interesting. Flight over Kerbal going very slowly at a medium altitude. That's not too bad. Activate the part through the staging sequence. Let's see. Medium payload to... Okay, now we're getting really complicated. To Ike. Two medium payloads to the Duna... Wait, Ike is Ike? Yeah, that's... Intriguing. Intriguing. Okay, well, we're not going to grab any of those right this instant. But that is interesting. If I wanted the $600,000, that would be the way to do it. Potentially. Granted, the question being, can I get that much money that easily? Okay, so science. Let's see. This is all... Ooh, grabbing it. So there is another option right there. We could work with... the claw would let us go and do stuff with asteroids, potentially. That's now on. That's on our available list now. I don't know how good the science is from asteroids, but that is an option. Here we've got the cupola and the biometric sensor. Biometric sensor could let us get some decent science from Kerbals just by going back to the moon and Minmus and everywhere in between. These are just solar panels. Granted, they're folding up solar panels, but we'll have to look those up. I think we'll just leave those as they are. This is all batteries. And the Octo 2, which would actually let us land on Eve, which is something that is sort of laying in the wings. And I might need that. I'm probably going to need that science. This is all airplane stuff. Who cares about airplane stuff? Ooh, except the inflatable heat shield. Okay. Science Junior. That's just science and wings. The Nuke, which is, again, our... We're going to need that, because this is... I want to use those instead of solar panels. I think the efficiencies are comparable, but I'll have to do the math on that later, because the solar panels are shown in hour increments, and this is shown in 1 minute increments, so... Okay. And then we got some sort of a whole bunch of random construction bits. Inline clampetron? Interesting. Sideways dogging port? Interesting. And then we've got the rest of the engine of the Mutineer and its relatives and the external fuel ducts. Well, I know the cupola is definitely going to be necessary. And that's the one that's obviously going to be necessary. And the Nuck is going to be necessary as well. There would be some sense in getting the Science Junior to bring along as well, because if we're going to be going all the way to Duna, we might as well have that rig with us. But that is all worth considering. As far as the science archives go, let's have a look at our various planets that we've worked with so far. So if we go with Kerbin itself, we've got the temperature scans, we've got the barometer scans. Pretty sure we finished our gravity. We got our crew reports. Oh, except we didn't get a crew report above the Badlands. That's a whole... Okay, that's 30 science. That's hardly worth the trouble. Mystery Goos we've finished. Seismic scan we don't get. EVA... I don't think we do EVA reports, do we? Maybe I need to do an EVA in orbit around Kerbin and do a report there. We'll have to see what that does. Surface samples, who cares? Atmospheric analysis we've done. And surface imaging we've done. Okay. So for the moon, we've got the temperature scans, we've got the barometer scans. I believe there are only 12 biomes, so that should be good to go. Crew reports. We do not have all the crew reports because we've not done a polar orbit around the moon, which might be worth contemplating. Mystery Goos we've done. Seismic scan we've done. EVA report we've done. There might be an EVA report. I'll have to see. Are there orbital EVAs? There might be. Surface samples from... So we can get more surface samples. That's a big one. So 150 per surface samples would start pushing us in the right direction, although that's a lot of work for very little return. Minmus, likewise, surface samples are the big thing that's left. We've only got the greater flats so far. If we could try and contrive to land somewhere in between, we'd be in happy shape. And then, of course, we've got Eve. We got all the science we could easily get from Gilly. We got all the orbital science from Eve. What we're missing is that all-important seismic scan and the surface analysis data from Eve. Because we only got the upper atmosphere as well. We haven't got the Explodium C. So we've got the atmospheric pressure scan from, yeah, atmospheric pressure, atmosphere analysis. That's something we don't have from Duna either. We did get the 2 available ones. Oh. Right. Let's grab, design a very quick airplane. Just a simple flyer. We're going to go and fly a little bit over Kerbal and get ourselves some atmospheric analysis. There we go. That's something we can do to round out today's episode. Put a little remote vehicle. All right, here's the that's a built-in breather. All right, we'll get 2 of those. Yeah, we'll do a 3. We'll do 2 of those like that. All right, there's our 3 engines. We get our 3 jet engines. And we're going to need some batteries. And we're going to need some decent battery power. I just hope we don't wind up making this thing too front heavy. I suppose we don't need an antenna unless we are worried about us being able to land this, which I will be perfectly honest, I am very concerned about. That is an issue that causes me great concern. Let's get a couple more pot 360s on this one. Alright, there we are. We got 6 batteries on there. Let's see what we got in the way of wings. What is a good wing section for this? That's a tail fin. Let's just throw that on there. Oh. Alright. That's interesting. Is that not? Alright. Alright, tail fin there. Good. Okay. Next up, swept wings. Okay, swept wings. Question is, how much wing surface are we going to need for this thing to actually successfully lift? I do not like those wings. I quite dislike those wings, actually. I have a sneaking hunch that those are supposed to be on spaceships, not on... Do I not have any other potential wing sections here, or what's going on? Guess I don't. Alright, well, I guess it's these after all. What the heck? Seriously? Okay, it must be something to do with this bottom part of the ship, because it doesn't seem to... It's weird. Okay, it doesn't seem to want to snap or attach pieces properly. Alright, well, let's just get some elevons on here. Alright. Alright, and then we do... There we go. No, that's still not looking right. Let's see, I'm missing one angle of rotation here. I think that was it right there. Yeah, that's the one. One there. And put that one right there. All right, let's get the science rig on before I forget. We'll get that connected to a action group. Nope. Attach that to custom 1. Okay. Next up, this shall be called the Atmos Sniffer Mark 1. Okay. I really need this thing to be able to get to the ground intact. So let's do this thing with a built-in rescue system. A pair of parachutes that will be triggered if it looks like things are going to go horribly wrong on the landing for whatever reason. Okay. Alright, there's 4... Okay, let's give this thing a try. Because who doesn't want to fly a slightly gimpy looking airplane? Just for fun and profit. And, you know, that 60 science per stop is just enough. It might push us over the edge for a second science out of the material we've got right now. And, hey, it's something to do for the rest of the episode. Because, you know... Uh-oh. Those are... One of them's upside down. Alright, spaceplane hangar. There's an issue with the elevons. One set of them is rotated the wrong way. It's weird, because I thought I'd only rotated them. Alright, let's try that one more time. I don't know why they would have mirrored themselves just like that. But weirder things have happened in this game. It should have been an exact copy of those. Let's see. They are not mirrored and not matching. Alright. Let's just get rid of the extra one, and we'll just use the 2. Hopefully that's enough control surfaces for this thing. Alright, here we go. Because they're misbehaving, and misbehaving control surfaces make me sad. Alright, here we go. Okay, well, other problem we've got is the fact that we've apparently put our parachutes in the same stage as our engines. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Come on, ship. Do not lose control on me. Three turbojet engines going on here. Come on, give us some lift. We're still not going fast enough. What the hey? We're just going to go straight into the drink, aren't we? Wow. Wow. I suck at designing frigging airplanes. I hate these things so much. I hate airplanes so much. Okay, first of all, get rid of those. Secondly, let's get our vital statistics up. Center of mass, center of lift. The wings need to be a little bit further forward, I believe, from the center of mass. That should help it lift a little. Is there anything else I can do to reduce the weight? Not really. Let's just make sure we got the right engines, too. Turbojets, 75, 50. Okay, yeah, no, we do have the right engines. Alright. Round. Here we go. airplanes. I know, airplanes in a game about spaceships, but if this doesn't work, I'll probably design a slightly more absurd thing. Oh, for gosh sakes. Stupid parachutes. That's what I get for putting an emergency rescue system on my ship. Okay. 2 parachutes down to stage 1. Now stage 0, full throttle. Here we go. Okay, much simpler. Less wing. More guts. Need to get high enough to actually do atmospheric analysis. Okay, I believe we are gaining speed much more effectively here. Alright. Still not gaining speed fast enough, though. Wow. Nothing. Okay. Okay, this thing is going to come to pieces, isn't it? Wow. Oh boy. I might do this thing in the next episode just to try and make it work. But okay, this thing obviously has some pretty serious issues. And at least one of those issues is probably these wings, these so-called wings. And the whatever was going on with those those back sections of the ship. Okay. Let's see if we can trim any more weight off of this. Okay, that's centered. And that's twinned up, because we do need to have 4. Okay. Center of mass, center of lift. One more attempt, and then we'll call it an episode. If we can get this thing flying, I might do some redesign work off camera, but I just want to get this thing in the air, or not, as the case may be this episode. The last couple episodes have been just a little bit poorly run, haven't they? Of course, there's the parachute failure again. All ready to go, because I keep on forgetting to do the adjust my staging between attempts here. Oh. Alright, come on, we can do a lot better than we did last time. Smaller ship for the win. Let's see. I think it has to go about 100 meters per second to lift. I don't even know. All I know is that this thing does not want to lift. Come on, up, go up, go up, go up. Well, so much fun. Alright guys, my hatred of space planes continues to know no bounds. So, I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye for now.